Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Once Upon a Witchlight. We would absolutely love it if you could like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. And of course, while you're doing that, I'm going to read some comments from episode 49. Quote number 1. Man, Frost was really good this session. Probably the most insightful he's ever been. Incredible!
Was he not there?
Yes, he's not there. Quote number 2.
That's funny that I thought.
The next thing Nikki's gonna take away from Gricko is the word. Okay.
Okay.
Number 3. Over 3 weeks and I've caught up. I cannot wait to start watching you crazy mofos live. Yes, I hope you're here.
Well, we're back.
And number 4. I cannot wait for Grinko to finally meet Granny Nightshade and let out the loudest, most spiteful Scabifa so far.
Wait, who?
Scabifa.
What?
Wait, who's gonna meet Scabifa?
Grinko.
Who's Grinko?
No, Grinko is not an evangelist. Grinko is an adventuress.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I'm just reading the
No,
comment,
I
man.
thought his
I don't
name was
write the comments. You think I
canonically
write these?
changed. Didn't Nikki canonically
Oh
curse
no,
him
he
and
did.
call him Grinko?
Oh no!
Was there some curse or something that changed your name?
I think it was meta. But
Mikey
yeah,
was mouthing off. Like,
Oh,
This
yeah.
intro is ruined.
No, this is great.
Anyway.
Did you see how I started the Lillard one shot? Oh, it was beautiful.
It was very nice.
I love Grinko. It starts with you staring at him and like making eyes and making him laugh. Anyway, watch it.
No, I
yeah.
tuned in like literally a minute late to the premiere. Anyway,
Anyway,
be sure to leave a comment below, and perhaps next week we'll read your comment as well. If you'd like to support the stream farther, make sure you check out our merch shop. Go check out our Patreon, which is we have some really big changes and announcements coming up over there. And most importantly, go to thecrookedmoon.com and check out our backer kit, where you can pre-order the Crooked Moon today. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. This is Whimsday. We are Legends of Evantris. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Rich.
let's fucking go.
I always.
Once upon a witchlight hour, the sleeping queen stirred in her tower, and through grand halls past lock and key came to her slumber dreams of 3. The first brought laughter filled with fright, the second love defiled by spite, the third a world of pure delight. She welcomed these, they were her own, but soon from porcelain lips a groan, her silvery dreamscape now forsaken, to pain from which she'd not awaken. Something blighted had come hither, foul as nightshade creeping thither, from yon the grave-like curse did wither. The little prince wept in his spire, his wounded heart had one desire, a ballad from the dreaming queen could turn his maelstrom mind serene. He vowed her rescue, speech sincere, but toys would be his shield and spear, and so he scoured for 1 full year. In springtime wreathed in parenthood, the prince first found a toy of wood, a doll set, beasts and wild things, but listen close and each one sings, a song of child, owl and bear, a song that calls the spirits there, a song for monsters with much hair. When summer heat steamed like a kettle, the prince then found a toy of metal, a rocking horse with ashen mane, around its neck was draped a chain. Its horn and eyes and nose shoot flame, with mighty hooves and sturdy frame, no better steed one could proclaim. He searched from autumn's harvest throne, the prince then found a toy of bone, lettered blocks stacked to the sky, when turned to words could only lie. Deceit known to the hounds of hell makes for a potent hex or spell, of souls, of sin, of Shadowfell. Through winter's chill from peak to pass, the prince then found a toy of glass, marble spun in measured motion, like careful thought or certain notion, each glinting cat's eye seeing all, from stars beyond the cosmic sprawl, to inner strength and mind's recall. When season stopped, the final day, at last the prince found halves of clay. He shed a tear. This would not do. His favorite toy was split in 2. It stank and had a horrid face, but in his heart held special place. Through toil this crack he would erase. The day has come, no time for rest. The fateful toys placed in a chest, with stripes of white and stripes of red, just like a big top by his bed. The little prince prepares a flower for either outcome, sweet or sour, and makes a wish for love, for power, once upon a witchlight hour.
You have been traveling through thither for quite some time now. Just recently, you had spent some time at the Wayward Pond where you had met the unicorn Lamorna and learned about how she had been separated from her lost love. And she was near inconsolable, had it not been for the vision that Cremmy had. Your character's name is Cremmy in this, right?
No, it's Brigsby.
You gotta stop. You have too many lizard folk. Warlocks.
That's just my lizard folk warlock.
Oh my god. Literally my mind went completely blank and I'm like, which one is it in this one? Which one is it?
It's Brigsby.
Yeah. Cremmy. If it hadn't been for the vision that Cremmy had seen of the unicorn, the hornless unicorn held captive in what you now know to be Yon. It is with this information that you are able to gain the allegiance of this unicorn. And who knows what that may bring for all of you, but you do have a powerful ally at your hands. You just have to fulfill the deal of bringing her lost love back to her. It is with that information that she provides you with some more information that you needed to know about about Granny Nightshade. You have learned about her visage, that she is toy-like in nature, that she runs a workshop at Loomlurch, and that she has a key in her back that, depending on the way it turns, can determine what her actual mood is, regardless of what she may be saying at the time. A great way for you to determine deceit from truth. And she also gives you information about a tree where you can find a group of young boys, a group of kids actually, that have escaped from Granny Nightshade, that may have additional information on how to infiltrate Loomlurch, and possibly more information on how to acquire that which you seek. And it is with that information that you make your way from the Wayward Pond, and journey further, deeper into thither, until you come to a crossroads and you meet an elderly woman who had just recently lost her husband. She was kind, if not a bit strange, but you were able to make a quick ally as she was headed directly to Loomlurch for her own purposes. And though you may not completely agree with the choices that she's making in her life, you do imagine that should you find yourselves at Loomlurch together, that you could help each other in some way. So you at least know one ally that you will have at Loomlurch itself. And as you part ways, you continue in the direction that even she told you she believed the children to be. It doesn't take long before you eventually leave the tree line and find yourself in an outcropping overshadowed by an incredibly large tree. Little Oak is what you've come to know it to be. And at first, it is quiet. You see swings that hang down from the canopy, a large treehouse embedded in the branches itself. As you scout out this place, looking for any signs of habitation, you eventually hear the sounds of creaking boards as a small boy leaps from the canopy, from the balcony of the treehouse, and lands directly at your feet, pointing a small dagger at you. He calls out and questions your purpose here and what you are doing at Little Oak. And it is here that you stand. This small boy is staring out at you, having just said the words, "Stand down or face merry hell." As he points this dagger at all of you, looking between you. You look up at the treehouse and you see other small forms peeking up over the wooden railing that surrounds it. You see small faces looking out of the windows of the treehouse. You even notice scattered throughout the canopy of the tree itself, children are hanging there, hiding, watching, waiting to see what will happen.
Do I recognize this child?
You do not. I would say there is a very, a similarity to the image that you saw on the wanted poster, but it's very clearly a drawing, and it's not a.
So
But I would say you could look at it and be like, "That's clearly Will of the Feywild."
Tormek screams and immediately tries to hide behind Greco. No, he's got a knife!
Ah, get back here, get back,
And he like shrinks behind Greco, like all, you know.
I'll stand inside
scrunched up.
Lucy and
Yeah, be scared. You've come into my domain.
Whoa! Don't you disrespect me, little man.
Don't you disrespect me in my home, crocodile.
What did you just call me, kid?
I called you a crocodile.
You think I'm a crocodile?
What else would you be?
You ever heard of a fucking alligator before?
Watch your tone here, crocodile. There are children present.
I think I can let this one slide. What do you think, you?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, he doesn't seem to know anything about alligators. He's kind of just blatantly disrespectful.
I mean, I think it'd take about half a punch from you. What do you think? I mean...
I'd like to see you try.
You don't want to be punched by Gideon. He's quite the puncher.
He'd have to catch me first.
Let me ask you a
And he's
question.
quite fat and large.
Do you know how many clowns Gideon has accidentally manslaughtered? That's how strong he is.
Well, good thing I'm not a man.
Well, you don't have to be a man. You have to be a clown.
You have to be a man to be manslaughtered.
He's got you there, actually. You're good. You're good.
Damn.
Fuck.
This kid's sharp.
He really is. Have we just been best
Not
friends?
as sharp as my blade, and
Look.
he twists it and points it back at you.
If you don't know what an alligator is, I'm gonna presume you don't realize what a fucking bounty you have on
What
your
did
head.
I say about watching your words?
All right.
There
I
are
can do
children
this.
present.
Guys, how are we losing this? Be smarter!
Perhaps we should leave in defeat. Yes, to my friend's point, despite his vulgarity, you are aware that you have a bounty on your head, are you not?
Yeah.
All right. Are you doing anything about that, or?
Defending my home.
I don't think you know who we are. Look, I'm just gonna put it out there. We could end things in about 3 seconds flat. Just I think for comparison, just so you know, I would love to negotiate.
I'm not scared of you. You anger me. You anger the tree. You anger the tree.
All right.
You anger the forest. Where do you think you are, crocodile? Smack dab in the middle of the forest. I like those odds.
Look, I'll acknowledge I'm in your world now, not my world, all right? And I'm happy to talk. You understand? What I'd like to know...
Who are you and what brings you to Little Oak?
Well, I guess we should do proper introductions instead of fucking screaming.
What did I say about your
Sorry,
words?
look. This is gonna
What?
What to do? The name's Kremlin Crew, and this is Carnival Crew. We are a band
I can't
of...
say any of that.
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm gonna call you Crocodile.
Why don't you just call me
Croc.
Cremmy? Cram?
Crocky.
Fine.
Crocodile.
You can call me whatever you want.
Mascot platform.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, Crocky.
And my name is Morning Frost. You can call me Morning Frost.
No.
Is he Crocky too?
No. I haven't decided what I'm gonna call him yet.
My name is Little Green. This is Big Red. Whatever you do, don't call him a bitch.
Don't say those words here. There are children present.
Yeah.
Bitch, don't say that.
Hey!
It's a little inappropriate.
Dorbeck's name is Dorbeck.
I can say that one.
Why does Scabatha want you so bad?
Answer my question first. What are you doing in Little Oak?
We're in Little Oak to better understand why Scabatha wants you so bad. She's no ally of ours, and maybe she's an enemy. But the prize for turning you in is pretty high.
Oh, so you're here because you think you can claim the prize.
Well, I know I can claim the prize. You're a kid. I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
He indicated that he was under the protection of this tree. If we were to threaten you or the children, would the tree magically come to life and defend you? Is that how that works?
Wouldn't magically come to life. It's already alive.
Well, then, can we talk to it?
He's the king of the trees. He's the tree meister.
This is the king of the trees in this forest?
Yeah.
We're in the presence of royalty.
How can we know for sure that this tree is alive and is also king?
Little Oak. And you watch as the tree begins to sway and move. The treehouse creaks, but the tree doesn't move in a way that would risk breaking it. As you watch as two large limbs, not holding any of the children, slam down one right after the other on the ground. On either side of you, dust puffs up around you. You begin to choke on the dirt as it's puffing up around you. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you, Little Oak.
Well, if Little Oak doesn't like Scabatha, and he's the king of the trees, why doesn't he have the last march of the trees?
What?
And, like, blow up Loon Lurch?
What?
You know what I mean?
Yes, you could ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I mean, that seems obvious.
And you think that you, buffoons, could take me, all of the Getaway gang,
I mean,
Little Oak, and all of the trees.
without Little Oak, I think that we'd almost certainly be able to murder all of your friends and you.
That's exactly what I was going to say,
It
bro.
kind of seems like what you're known for is just getting away. I mean, you don't seem like very good at fighting, you know.
Then I guess it doesn't sound like you'd be able to get me and turn me in for that prize then, does it?
Dorbeck doesn't have any interest in that, but if you don't have the knife, Dorbeck has like 20 feet of reach. Dorbeck's very long. It would be tough to get away from Dorbeck. Not that Dorbeck is suggesting that he would do anything like that.
All I'd have to do is tie your ankle hair together and you wouldn't be able to chase me.
You'd be shockingly surprised how easy the fur detaches from Dorbeck's legs.
Ew.
It's actually probably a condition.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my parenting skills to defuse the situation.
Please, please.
Little boy. This is an elder speaking.
I'm taller than you.
Fuck.
Watch your language.
Fuck.
Watch your language.
If you will let us up and parley with us, we will grant you a fly pad and a sea cucumber Robert rectangle trousers popsicle.
Throwing some V-Bucks, too.
And we will give you 20 V-Bucks.
Yes.
We have V-Bucks? Have you guys been holding out on Dorbeck?
What are V-Bucks?
I don't know.
I fucking Grammy album.
Just make shit up.
Oh. We will parlay with you, and we will come up with a plan to join your revolution and destroy Loonlurch and all of the inhabitants inside.
What? That's the last thing that I want.
We will do the opposite of destroy Loonlurch and all of the inhabitants inside. We will just kill Scabatha.
So do you want to kill Scabatha, or do you want to turn me in for a prize?
I never
Which is
said
it,
I wanted
Croc?
to turn you in.
You threatened it.
I wanted to discuss and negotiate, and I just made you aware of the bounty on your head.
Does that work for you?
Sometimes. With adults, it does.
Yeah.
All I'm saying
It's because
is
adults are scared of everything.
these adults aren't hip like Lil Green is.
Why do you think bending over at a 45-degree angle with your arms crossed makes you cool to kids?
Exactly.
Damn, that was all I had left. That was I'm out of ideas.
That.
Oh. I'll reach in and I'll grab.
Don't watch the camera.
I'll reach in and I'll pull out my hat.
Okay,
How about now?
that's even worse.
Tormek thinks you look pretty cool.
What do you think this is, Saturday morning in the 90s?
I think, Jack, you'll be in whack.
His name's Will.
Come on, Will. Don't die on that hill.
That's pretty good. Wow. Went back to threatening him.
Well, I do want to see Scabatha brought down. Granny Nightshade is a thorn in everybody's side.
Well,
But I'm not letting you up into the clubhouse just yet. That'd be stupid, especially with the threats the Croc has made. But you know what we'll do? If you'll agree to a drink among friends, we'll talk right here, where Little Oak and the Getaway gang can watch. So that way, if you step 1 foot out of line.
I think you and the Getaway gang will find these adults can really hang.
You can call me Morning Floss.
I wish I was dead.
I hate these guys.
Very cool.
What is this feeling that Tormek has? Tormek feels embarrassed but didn't say anything.
It's called cringe. All right, we can share a drink, rum or whiskey.
Yeah,
Rum. I got some rum. Gid's got some whiskey. Take your pick.
it's true.
We
What do
don't
you want?
drink alcohol.
Well,
What, you trying to get drunk with a bunch of kids, freak?
Well, you offered a drink. What other drink could you possibly be intending?
Yeah. What, you want to drink like tree sap?
No.
Blood?
Morning Mist.
Morning Mist?
He looks over at you, stealing names.
My name? What?
You know, it happens during the morning frost.
There's no need to be so pissed. We'll join you for some morning mist.
I'm not even
I'll let you
mad.
handle this one.
I think it's working.
Is it
He,
Morning Mist a drink? Is
Yeah.
That, oh. Well, they probably should have called me before they named it.
I'm gonna call my lawyer right away. One moment, please.
Sloan, can you get us some morning mist,
Oh,
please?
sue the Feywild.
Little Oak, can you make us some stumps? And you watch as a ring of stumps appears in the middle of this area, all in varying heights to accommodate your different sizes, and then one that's just slightly higher than Greco's for Will. And he takes a seat as you watch as a ginger-haired female wood elf begins to climb down the tree. She runs around behind it, and then you watch as she scampers over. She has a very kind face, and she looks at all of you and smiles, and then looks at Will, who scowls at her, and she goes, and she attempts to make her face look angry, but she seems very curious about all of you as she holds up what are clearly the large bluebell flowers, and inside of them is a sparkling pale blue liquid that seems to be the condensed collection of mist in the morning of the Feywild. And she begins to pass them out to you. This one's for you, Morning Frost.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. This one's for you, Little Green.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
On the hip. Give me some skin.
And she goes to slap your hand, and then she looks over at Will. And she goes, just take it.
Too slow.
Yeah.
She drops the cup and spills it.
Oh no! Aw, I only brought 6.
I'll grab it and I'll say, why does it say morning and scratched out it says Sierra? It's very interesting.
And she goes around in this manner to all of you, handing out these flowers filled with this bubbling liquid.
I'm assuming that Cremy actually like spikes his while no one watches.
What do you think?
Yeah, needs it.
Cheers.
How does it taste?
You all begin to drink?
Yeah.
It is. It has a little bit of a natural fizz to it, but it is just very lightly sweet and effervescent. And as you drink it down, there's no citrus. It's almost a floral note to it, and you're unable to tell if it's because of the vessel it was sitting in or the liquid itself. But when you open your mouth afterwards, a bit of mist begins to spill out, just a small amount. And you eventually drink down the entire flower of morning mist, and Will just watches you curiously. So, your issue with Scabatha then, huh? You make a bum deal? Trying to get back something you lost?
Well, I guess we sort of made a few deals. We did. There's really nothing we lost. A friend of ours, I guess you could say, she lost something. And we kind of owe somebody else.
You begin to feel a bit woozy.
Something that, what was I saying?
You all right, man?
I'm just feeling a little. Anyway, I was saying. Oh yeah,
You spiked your drink, right?
I mean, I put a little bit of rum in mine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Gib, did you spike your drink?
Oh yeah.
We talked.
You
to
also begin to feel woozy.
We talked to a hag who said there's a pain with my fucking dumbass sister.
What did I say about your language?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I
Just
said.
quoting, you know. I mean, she really did say she was dumb
Are you both feeling okay?
and ugly.
I'm gonna adjust my strategy, lads. I've got it.
Okay.
What? That's what happened,
For
right?
real, this drink be skibbity phantom tax on God. What? This ain't no Ohio drink.
Oh my god, you're not doing this.
You're a straight Rizzler, for real. Giving me this skibbity drink.
We've been poisoned!
Mike,
and Mr. Cremy
Mike,
are dropping like flies,
Mike,
and now
please take an inspiration.
Kriga's lost his mind!
That was really good, and I hate you for it.
I would be fucking losing.
I'll look at Hootsie and I'll be like, and she's looking horrified, like,
I'm gonna like look at Rico and like just see if that worked. Like,
He seems very, very confused. I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Few of us ever do.
But he looks up. You notice. Actually, roll a group insight check.
oh, we roll dice in this fucking.
You do.
wait, what are you rolling?
Insight.
Torbeck got an 8.
I think I'm proficient in that. Let me
think-
check. Oh my god. With D&D Beyond.
That is
I'm wasted.
That is not.
got
Am I
three.
feeling normal?
The two of you, you're not like incapacitated. You're just feeling a little bit woozy.
Just a little tipsy.
Yeah, just a little bit tipsy, where you're like, that hit a little harder than you would have expected.
Man, snuck up on me.
Insight, you say?
Really open the blood vessels, you know.
Yeah, it's like drinking on an empty stomach.
19.
I got a 13. I believe.
8.
3. Okay.
9.
Yeah, no, that was a really, really shitty group insight check. That was really awful. No, there were only 2 of you that got higher than a 10.
We don't know what children like. We ran a carnival.
Damn straight. What matters is what the parents are going to spend money on.
Oh, that's actually a very good point.
He looks at you very, very confused as you're probably clearly looking up Gen Z speak. Ohio Riz.
Oh God.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity Ohio fountains.
What? Can you explain what the Ohio thing is?
Fucking funny.
You just looked it up, so you must know.
None of those words are in the Bible.
Freaking sweet Lois. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Okay.
It sans undertale. I always come back.
Well, shit, man.
Purple
You know
guy.
this right now?
The kids are gonna try to kill us.
He's just watching you, very confused.
Thanos is in Fortnite.
Huh?
Thanos. Ariana Grande.
Is it Ariana Grande? Still?
Do you want Frost to do the flossing again?
I can't do the flossing.
No, I just want the answers as
The
to
Los Angeles Lakers.
Huh?
Aren't they in Fortnite? I don't know.
Oh, it's the Globetrotters.
Oh.
Are they in Fortnite?
No, they have 11 from Stranger Things now. That's the latest skin.
I'm looking up Fortnite.
Yeah, it was only available for 24 hours.
Is that true?
Yeah, all of the Stranger Things stuff was only 24 hours.
Oh.
So if you didn't get it, it's gone.
I'm
I
like
got
completely. I'm at a 90-degree angle. I'm like my spine is breaking.
Prada, and Marriott Bonvoy.
Huh?
What? That's all in Fortnite too. I'm not kidding.
You can be Marriott Bonvoy in Fortnite.
Oh, how does that work?
I don't know. But it's real, I swear.
He very clearly just wants you to answer the question.
Look, we wouldn't mind killing Scabifa if that's what you're getting at. Right? Like, let's come out and fucking say it, alright? We can kill the hag, and if that helps you, then maybe you can help us.
What do you want from the Getaway gang?
Well, I kind of like Rico's idea of like all the trees come alive and it's like da na 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 na, and they start.
Oh yeah, that's.
Man.
And a very ironic reversal, they all destroyed. Scabify. And Loomlight, but not everyone inside, just Scabify.
Is there some kind of like dam they could break to like flood the place, or?
Yeah.
Well, Scabatha's in power. The trees can't do that.
Oh, really?
You think if they could march against her, they wouldn't have already done it? You're not Scabatha. They could kill you so easy.
Well, I have an idea. I think we do turn you in for a prize with a twist. Refreshing. I feel like looking over.
I'm about to take away your inspiration.
Relationship bar. It's just staying.
+5 is a little big heart.
Yeah, Persona 5 tracker.
But it's all gonna be a ruse, you dig? You're all being chained, but there won't be any chains, and we get you through the gates, and you're all prisoners. But it'll be like, oh no, that's whack. That's crazy. And then we say, surprise, Scabifa, and then we murder her, and you break out all the kids, and it's a false production. The end.
If you pretend to be our prisoners, we'll be able to get close to Scabatha and kill her.
Why would I ever trust you with my life in that way?
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous to put a kid in that position, guys.
Well, especially when you walk in here and threaten me first.
We never threatened you.
No,
Croc.
that's called negotiation. All right. Clearly, you haven't read How to Influence People and Make Friends. They tell you all
And
about
neither
it.
of you.
Well, I don't think the advice is very good.
I gotta protect the kids. It's not like I want to stab people that come to Little Oak.
No.
But
How many have you killed?
I talk about it.
It's a lot.
I'm a hardened killer.
Yeah.
A lot of throats cut.
But the thing is, he points up to the tree. They've been through a lot. They were stolen from their homes. Scabatha steals children through dreams. They don't even have to come to the Feywild.
What?
They can be having nightmares at home in their bed. And then they're just here, working in her factory, making her horrific little toys, all because she hates kids so much.
These children are not from the Feywild? They are from
Some
the
of
prime
them-
material plane?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. Just depends. She'll take children however she can. She's evil. She's awful. She's the worst.
We gotta do something!
And these the Getaway gangs, they're just the ones that I was able to save. They're the scrappy ones that were able to get out on their own and I found wandering the forest. There's so many more at Loomlurch right now. Imprisoned.
Well, what's your secret, man? How you been breaking them out?
Well, I have a secret of my own. I don't know if I trust you yet enough to tell you, but I know Loomlurch like the back of my hand. I know things about it that Skabatha doesn't realize I know. I know entrances, I know exits. I know the timing of the guards.
And that's how you've been able to elude her for this entire time.
Yeah.
And with your knife. Occasionally perhaps killing you.
Yeah.
Look, I think you and I are more alike than we either of us realized. I mean, we're both trying to protect our found family. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
We've both ended up in situations where you might have to cut the throat of a frogman stalking you through the swamp just so you don't get tracked to a carnival where you're doing a job to get a one-up on the frogman's boss.
Did you
Right?
spike your drink?
Well, I mean, spike's a relative term. I enhanced it a little bit.
Yeah, it's barely a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to apologize in advance for what's going to happen to you.
Are they gonna die?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, what?
Does the morning
I didn't
mist
know if I
interact?
could trust you.
Oh. So you did put
So
something
you
in the work.
poisoned us, and
No,
we're gonna die.
I gave you morning mist. I wanted to see if I could trust you.
What are the ingredients?
Please tell Torbeck immediately what's going to happen.
Well, morning mist makes you more susceptible to the magics in the Feywild. Things are probably gonna get crazy soon. And it will all be for the entertainment of the kids. You know. But for them,
Well, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
But so here's the thing. Before all of that happens, I think that we could easily come to some kind of agreement. We still need to know that we can trust you, right? I mean, sure, we're gonna laugh at what's gonna happen to you soon, and we'll all revel in the inconvenience that we have caused you here today. But when all of that's said and done, you could do us a couple of favors to show that your heart's in the right place. Mainly one specific favor.
All right.
You do that?
Well, what's the specific favor?
Yeah, it depends on how bad this poison is.
Yeah, how long is it gonna last?
Perhaps we
Poison
should wait
does.
until after the effects to agree to
Yeah.
Well, I think you should agree to it now, and then after the effects, as long as you still do it, it shows that your loyalty is pretty sound.
That was very sus and not winner chicken dinner of you.
Yeah, I'm kind of a scamp.
We just played ourselves.
Torbeck's wearing the Torbeck's insides are gonna be Torbeck's outsides. You can start sprouting genitalia all over the place. Why does this always happen to us?
I'm worried about the colors.
Your metabolism is really gonna determine what happens to you now.
Why don't you?
What happens next is up to your metabolism.
That's always the case.
Oh.
Look,
So, what we need from you,
Okay, yeah,
is-
go ahead.
there's only one way out of Yon that we know of. And that's an oil can named Squirt.
Wait, Yano.
Sorry,
Thither.
to Yon, out of
two
Thither.
y'all. Okay, all right.
And-
I'm tracking.
As much as Endlin is probably the worst of them all,
Oh.
when it comes to kids, nothing's worse than Granny Nightshade. And if I could get the Getaway gang out of Thither and at least into Yon, then maybe, if we could bring Little Oak, maybe we would be able to survive or find a way to get home.
Your cause is a righteous one.
We agree.
I think we would agree regardless of the fact that we'd already made pacts of our own to confront the Grand.
Yeah,
So-
we'll sign with you. Hold on. Mr. Remy
I'm
Guru,
not giving you any kind of contract.
Magic
yet.
Rosloff, King of Hearts, Bavlona Blightstraw, Unicorn Lady.
What was that? The horse person?
Oh,
Diana Cloppington.
Diana Clompington.
Diana Cloppington.
Just draw an arrow and put it in there.
What about
Cringe Mime.
that bugbear's brother?
Oh yeah,
Big
Curly
Titty Mermaid. I'll
Hurley.
just draw the mermaid.
Hurley.
Wasn't it Palasha?
Yes, Palasha the mermaid.
I think it was Palasha.
Miss Kettlestein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little arrow. I'm gonna draw a little bird. That's cute. Anyone else I'm forgetting?
What about that guy with the-
Bloody Toes!
Yeah, bloody
Bloody
dude.
toes.
Oh gosh, I hope that they're doing okay.
We resolved everything with the keys lady, right? And the mountain.
Jingle Jangle, yeah.
Pigtunia handled all that.
Yeah, continue to handle that.
Oh, who's that? What about the guy in the cage? Oh, Pigtunia handled that too. Thank God for Pigtunia.
So Talavar, he's good. Okay. The Frog Prince, he's good.
Yeah, no, he's done.
He's done.
Who was that? Was that Pierre in the?
Oh
in
no,
the
Pierre
cooking
never
show?
got his head back.
Oh,
We should probably make amends with Pierre too. Okay.
Morgo. But is she good?
Oh, Morgo, she's not good. Oh, we gotta make good about Wigglewog. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put Morgo into that. Okay. Morgo.
We really do need a whiteboard.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
A lot.
And we'll add Will of the Feywild to this list.
William
Just
Walk.
Get in the fucking line. I mean the queue.
Here's your copy.
I don't need that.
Oh.
You pull out like the yellow page that like the carbon copy.
Oh, Will of the Wisp. Will of the Wisp. Not to be confused with Will of the Feywild.
Yeah.
Will of the Wisp. Oh gosh, whatever happened to her? Okay.
Oh, Twig. We gotta get Twig
Oh
back.
fuck, Twig.
Oh, isn't there a pumpkin head guy?
Yes, the oh yeah.
No, he's
Oh,
good.
he's fine.
Yeah.
He's good. I'm Clapperclaw. I'm scratching that one. I'm counting that as a complete
That feels
quest.
good to check it off.
Oh,
doesn't it?
yeah.
You got the skull back?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I forgot.
Oh, the little girl.
Who?
Was she metaphorical or was she real?
The fuck are you
You
talking
talking
about?
about Will of the Wisp?
No, the little girl in the tower that was actually probably
Morgana.
Isabella.
Oh, that was like a. Well, then we all got horribly killed by
Yeah,
monsters. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's real or not or what.
I mean, I think we should add Jabberwock just because we owe him
Yeah, fuck that
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
You know,
revenge
Jabberwock-
quest.
Yeah,
Jabberwock.
an ass
Yeah,
kicking.
yeah. Hold on, Jabberwock. Okay,
What about that real depressing guy?
Duncan?
Duncan?
No, not that depressing
That's
guy.
like-
The other
Oh, more
depressing-
French dressing.
The guy who's missing his heart.
Did we get his arm back?
Something, whatever guy.
You found his heart.
Yeah, he didn't want it
Heart's
back, right?
rain,
Heart's rain.
Heart's bane.
No, I don't think it's that he didn't want it back. I just can't remember if we, like, for the sake of brevity, that part, or if you just left it there in the
In the ice box.
ice box.
What about that naked satyr?
Oh, we just let him go.
We just let him go, and he said, "Oh, Chile, Chile."
Yeah,
off
didn't
I
he?
go
Didn't he
this
give
day."
you something?
He turned it.
Yeah, he gave
Throw
you.
something or no, Torbek something.
Have a beautiful road.
Yeah, no, he's good. Okay, naked satyr in the cage.
But we don't know the deal. He turned into a fucking bird. We should figure out what his deal was.
You probably
Okay, I'll write it again and get rid of the.
Chat saying Pigtunia took the heart back too.
Oh, thank you, Big Tuna. Okay. Depressing guy over here.
Pigtunia is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Big Tuna. Really.
So all
Sad
we
that
have
she's
to
gone.
do is find an oil can. I mean, I guess technically
No.
we need it anyway, right?
Oil can.
Because we're going
Squirt.
beyond.
Squirt's upstairs in the treehouse.
Arr.
But
Arr.
Squirt can't really help with anything because how he works is that you got to fill him with boggle oil, and when Squirt does things, well, he squirts, and so there's okay, you pervert. Okay, he's an oil can.
We didn't say anything.
I didn't say nothing.
You're the one who said pervert.
Yeah. You pervert.
I don't know what you're talking about.
These
This kid's a
do.
fucking pervert, is what I'm saying.
It's just a funny 10. I don't know what you're thinking.
Everything that
Give it a
Squirt
squirt
does
Gangarang.
uses his oil.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's been working with us for a while, and now all of his oil's depleted. Well, the only place to get the oil is Loomlurch. Because I don't know if you're familiar with this, but boggles are created through the misery of children. So, Granny Nightshade makes sure that the children there are miserable to create more boggles to work for her, so that they can create the oil that she uses to light the lanterns and keep the place running.
Okay. Old lady with dead husband.
Well, there was no way she was making it, man. Cross her off the list.
I'll put a question mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put two
Squirt.
question
So
marks.
next to Squirt, we need to fill him up.
Yeah.
And that's
his
Loomlurch.
name is Squirt?
Yeah.
Oh, instead of a circle, do like the dotted circles so that we know it's an optional side quest.
No, I think it's optional. We got to do it.
Guys,
It's the only way. It's the only way we're gonna get to Yon.
not to.
No, not
you pay
Squirt, the
attention?
fucking old lady. That's not making it. There's no way.
Oh, I already put a question mark. Should I do a circle?
I think I also
Dotted
dotted
circle.
circle.
Oh, dotted circle.
Yeah.
Not to complicate things, but Torbeck would be remiss if Torbeck didn't also mention Nib in the cave.
Oh, fuck!
That was kind of an inconclusive ending.
I'm gonna do another question mark and a dotted circle. Also, we also had to teach, start the redemption arc for Agden Longscarf. Oh,
What do we do with Juniper? And I look over at this giant owlbear pulling a chariot. What do we do about her?
Is there a place that she might be able to get some water and food here?
You look over and you can see she's already got water and food. Clearly, some of the kids have come down from the tree.
She's home!
And she seems to have been handling it all very easily.
Okay.
But both her and Hootsie have water and food. And you notice that there are some bows tied into their owlbear fur.
Oh, what about Mr. S and his son?
Who?
Going to theater school. Snake S. Snake.
Oh, Snake S.
Oh, I forgot Snake! Snake is Snake!
We're running out of parchment!
I've got more.
Oh, miss those snakes.
How are we going to do all of this?
Oh, a little personal one. Check in on Busty. See how that rough patch with David is going.
Jesus Christ!
little reminder. Okay. All of Gideon's wives.
Well, ask about Taxi while you're over there.
All of Gideon's wives.
Don't forget the unicorn, Lamorna.
Oh my god, that just happened.
Oh, Lamorna.
Lamorna.
No, you got that.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it.
she's
Oh,
over there.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Oh.
Yeah, Torbeck has some unresolved issues with them. Torbeck is trying to work through it.
Oh, Burley. Oh.
That's what I was saying. Hurley and Curly or something.
The brothers.
And it is at this time that you all
displacer beast
that
or
you all
something?
begin to see a pink mist begin to form around you. The accumulation of witchlight in the air that you don't normally see, but as the morning mist changes the way you view the world around you, you can see what you've been breathing in, and it's almost magnetized to you, as if drawn to you by that which you have imbibed. I need you all to roll a D100.
Oh, bring it back.
Let's see if I can get another 100. Hey, I know what that's going to be.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not what I thought I got. I got a 26.
Two.
Damn.
Two. On the dot.
42.
94.
Wow.
Well,
What did you get, Frost?
42. The answer to everything.
38.
Well, also life in the universe.
You You feel this. You have experienced this before. You already know what's coming before it happens.
No.
But it does not take a hold. It doesn't take hold immediately. You live in this feeling for quite a while as you continue to have this conversation with Will. He watches you as you make your list, and he eventually tells you that those terms are acceptable to him and the Getaway gang. And with a with a loud cheer from all of the children in the canopy of Little Oak, they all agree with him that these terms are acceptable. And Will lets you know that what happens next is solely for the enjoyment of the Getaway gang. And it's the first time in a long time that they've been able to find this kind of amusement and entertainment here. As one of them lets down a swing from the canopy, he jumps onto the seat, holding on to both of the ropes, and they pull him up into the canopy, and he takes his rightful place in the front of the treehouse. The Getaway gang corralling behind him as they all cross their arms, bend 45-degree angle, and look down at you, waiting for whatever madcap shenanigans that you will get into. But it doesn't come immediately. And eventually, they begin to get a little bit bored. And they start to mill about the treehouse. They begin to pay less attention, but none of them make any attempt to come down and communicate with you or engage with you in any way. And so for the time being, you are in relative peace as you sit still on these stumps that Little Oak had made for you. Some drinks, not morning mist, had been left for you. Just simple, sparkling spring water from somewhere in thither that you're able to drink. There are some refreshments that had been left by Sloane, the redheaded wood elf girl. And you are left to talk about what it is you plan to do.
Red-haired girl named Sloane.
Slow.
Torbeck knows that this has happened a lot.
Yeah.
Is it so much to ask for Torbeck to just hope that maybe once this mist would just let us take a nice nap?
It's possible. I mean, if it's totally chaotic and random, presumably one of these times we might just be able to enjoy a nap.
You know, that'd be nice, but I'm seeing colors I've never seen before, so I'm gonna guess not.
Oh, we had to stage an intervention for the Seder priest. That was a bit of a grim turn of events.
This list is really daunting.
Should we maybe make a donation to Thaco's wife's foundation?
Oh, yeah, and we should probably talk to that catering company about listing their ingredients. Oh, fuck.
Are we really going to...
I mean, it said peanut butter pie right on the fucking placard. I mean,
Well,
there's not much more
yeah.
planning we could have done.
We don't know the wife anything. Are we going to do also all the clowns that he killed, that Gideon killed? Are we going to go back and find their loved ones and give them a little something? I mean...
No, Gideon will probably just trying to finish the job.
Right, they could be clown wives. We don't want to endanger them.
We're certainly not obligated until some greater court makes it a class action lawsuit. And then we're going to owe a whole lot more money.
Yeah, that would be a real clown show.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. All along the watchtower starts playing in my mind.
Should we have been perhaps a little stricter with Will and the kids? They're just watching us, and they poisoned us, and they're waiting for us to drink balls.
I feel like we're adults. We don't get it. We're out of touch.
We could have put on a show.
What the fuck is a gat? I don't fucking know.
A what?
I don't even know.
A gas?
A gat?
A Gatling gun? I don't fucking know.
I've not heard that one.
What the fuck is a mogus?
Well, either way, we're still headed to what you call it. To fucking whatever it is.
I don't know.
Can't believe you got this one.
I used to know what it was until it wasn't it anymore.
I was never hip.
We have no reason to keep her alive as far as I'm concerned. If she's fucked up stealing kids with their dreams, we kill her, we get the boggle oil, we get the painting, we bring it back to Will of the Feywild, we bring it back to, what the fuck's the name? The last act, Bavlorna, Blightstraw. And then I think we're done.
I wonder if when we get there, we'll accidentally fall through some sort of portal and arrive back in the prime material plane where a small toddler will be chased around by a chameleon villain. And we'll have to protect them in order to get them back to the prime material plane again. That seems extremely likely given everything I've just learned regarding the stealing of children and using their grief and misery in order to power a factory.
Francis, did you just make a Monsters, Inc. reference?
Yeah, he did.
I love Steve Buscemi.
You're adding Steve Buscemi to the
Steve
list.
Buscemi.
Crummy and Gideon, can you each roll another D100 for me, please?
Oh, what?
38.
49.
Crummy, can you roll again?
31.
Wow, in the 30s constantly. Cool.
I don't know what to do.
I can change my
Continue. No, you're good.
All I gotta say is it's about time we're talking about killing hags.
Yeah, let's refocus ourselves. Okay, the youth has gotten away from us. They've reminded us that we're all aging. We're probably past our prime.
Oh!
And you know,
Don't tell me that.
we're out of touch.
I don't want to hear it.
And we're not hip anymore, and that's okay. It's okay to not be hip, because what are they doing to save the Feywild or whatever it is motherfucker we're doing to deal with the moms and the
They're
mermaids?
cutting throats.
Crummy, as you were watching, the strange drunkenness you were feeling has faded. But it begins to be replaced by a need for thievery. As you look at Greco and the things and the list that he's holding, that quill looks really nice to you. You feel kleptomania overtake you.
Said the Joker to the thief.
Yeah, that's good.
And my smile will like roll
Very
out.
nicely done.
Okay. Understood.
You can continue talking.
Torbank generally isn't for violence, but this hag sounds extra bad.
And as you say that, Torbeck, you realize that there's something you've never told your friends before.
Uh-oh.
You are the greatest artist Avantris has ever known. You are the greatest artist that has ever stepped foot in the Feywild. Funny enough, you were only able to draw stick figures, but they are the greatest stick figures that any artist. You truly are ahead of your time, and you realize this is something about yourself you've never shared before.
As Torbank was saying, we have to do something to help these kids.
Yeah.
And most importantly, get back that painting so we can show everyone who the true artist is.
Oh my God, what was in that bush? And I want to turn, and the closest bush near us, I want to shoot, and I'll just blast at it.
Okay.
Ah! Oh my God! Ah! Be on guard, fellas.
Oh gosh, did you think it's a thief? I mean, back when I was a little goblin boy, I saved up all of my tuppences to buy this quill. It's my greatest family heirloom. It's so precious to me. I would hate it if there was a thief in that bush.
More importantly, Mr. Kremmy, you cut Torbeck off. As Torbeck was saying, we have to get the painting so we can compare it to a true artist who is Torbeck. And I take the quill out of your hand.
That's fine.
Just momentarily.
Is anyone concerned about probably kettle steam in the bush? She's been tracking her.
Gideon.
Probably, it's
And that
As-
was permanent quill, man. Don't put that on your tongue.
As this happens, Gideon, you are overwhelmed with fear. As Kremmy tells you this, you're a coward. Cowardice is your first name, not even your middle name. You are Cowardice Gideon.
Oh, I hope there's not a thief in that bush.
It's definitely a thief.
Oh my God! No!
Roll in the
Torment killed God, my family heirloom.
I am not paying attention. You can see that I'm just drawing on this beautiful. I took the extra piece of parchment that you were going to start the next list on. I've taken the quill, and I am very preoccupied.
It is difficult for you, Gricko, to give up the quill. Not because you don't want to loan it to Torbeck, but because you realize that your body is oddly magnetic. And there are metal components on that quill, and as you try to give it up, it snaps back in your hand, and Torbeck has to pry it from you, and he is eventually able to do so.
Here you go. Here you go.
While this is happening, I want to slip behind Gricko and try to take the hat off his head.
We don't got all night, Torbeck.
You won't even need to roll for it, you can just do it. He is so distracted by the magnetic quill that he doesn't notice as you slide up behind him and steal the hat from his head.
I take the hat off.
Gosh.
Your hat's gone.
Oh, I don't.
You don't notice.
Suddenly, it is. And I'm just completely slooped up onto Torbeck's back and all his machinery.
Yes.
I don't notice.
Well, this is different.
I was going to say it's all in your mind, but you seem to have become magnetized, Gricko.
Yeah, and
What are you talking about, Frosty?
And he does. And as you're watching him, you realize that that's an awful place to be. Not nearly as awful as the things that you have done. You are overwhelmed by the urge to confess all of the evil things you've ever done. And if you can't think of something you've actually done, you'll lie about it, because people need to know that you are truly, truly evil.
Oh my gosh.
no.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know, I've never been this close to your back.
Gricko, where did you go?
No, I'm behind you.
Torbeck was drawing you.
I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
What?
I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
Stop it! Torbeck can't draw you.
I'm behind you. Now you gotta help. Help, Gideon, come help me.
No, this looks terrifying.
No, leave him. There's a thief on the loose.
No, let me go.
Oh gosh! Oh, your manacles are on my face.
Let go of my chains. Why are you doing this?
Oh, gosh.
All of the screaming, crying, and chains reminds me of something. Reminds me of the time that I tortured a man to death. Just to see him die. I watched as the light left his eyes. He was glad for the pain I'd put him through.
Frosty, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, fuck. Frosty's a monster, man.
Why would you say that in a time like this, Frosty?
What's that?
We're not.
You seem to be joking.
Yeah, it's Gideon's big fat fist. I'm choking on Gideon's fists.
That's good. That's good. Continue.
Frost, hold still, Frost. Hold still.
You, Gideon, your manacles are attached to Gricko, and you hear the words that Frost is saying, and you smell the metallic smell of your manacles, and your stomach grumbles as you realize you love the smell of blood. You thirst for blood. How are you going to get the blood which you desire so much when you're so cowardice? When you're so cowardly, but you want it.
Oh, I want blood so bad, man.
Blood, you say?
Frost, I'm too scared to do it, but you seem a little psycho, man. What?
You the blood kid? Frost, can you get him some blood?
Let's take it easy, fellas.
I hate to ask, but would you cut Gricko's throat?
You only have to ask the one time.
Don't go not his front. Torbeck's not done drawing him yet.
Find his neck, just his neck, not the whole front.
But Torbeck, you realize that what could be more artistic than to draw a man's likeness in his own blood?
Wait. Torbeck is inspired. Slash away.
I'm not gonna slit his throat. I'm not gonna cut it. Slowly. He
Just
needs to
bleed
bleed.
it. No, but I'm so
Slow
hungry,
is
bro.
good, because Torbeck wants to be able to see the light leave Greco's eyes.
That's exactly right. You haven't lived until you've seen the light leave somebody's eyes.
I guess if we're eating his blood, I mean, I think we should give him the blood.
Crummy,
I've always had his hand. During this
Crummy,
chaos, I want to sneak around and try to, if like Frost's big backpack is sitting off to the side wherever he set it, I want to take it and put it on.
roll a perception check at disadvantage. You are doing this, and you're moving to the side, and it is evening now as the moon pierces through the trees, and you realize that you are not just a thief, but you're a werewolf thief. And though you are not the kind to drink blood for the purpose of, you're not a vampire, you're not a daytime or nighttime Dracula, but you do like your meat raw. You like it rare. And where there's blood, there's generally raw meat. You've never had goblin before, but it could be pretty good.
Oh, Curry, help! You're the only one who's safe. Oh, Curry.
I slowly extend one claw. We'll start somewhere soft and painful and work our way around the body.
Just this little artery, Frosty, just the artery. Just let me drink deep,
There will be
man.
blood in time. Be patient.
Just let me know when it happens. I can't look.
Oh, Curry!
Do I successfully get the backpack?
What did you get?
I got a 7.
Roll your sleight of hand.
I got a 18.
Oh yeah, you could pillage the entire
I just
thing.
put it on. No, I just put it on.
When Frost goes up and just runs his nails very slowly along the musculature of Gricko, drawing like 18 inches of bloody line, I just...
I put the backpack on.
Beautiful.
You want to try the blood for your drawing, yes?
No, but it's all mine.
The second I smell the blood, and I have the backpack on, all of a sudden I go, and I fall on all fours.
I've seen that look before.
I saw the hat and the backpack on.
Torbeck has never seen such a beautiful scene.
Like a feral banjo-kazooie.
Literally. So who's holding what and what's...
So currently Torbeck is, I'll say Little Oak has created a small table for Torbeck to work on, and he is creating a masterpiece. He has a small acorn filled with Gricko's blood that he's dipping the quill in to draw his masterpiece. Gricko is attached to the mechanical contraption on top of Torbeck's back because he's magnetized. Gideon's manacles are affixed to Gricko's face and throat, and chains are all attached to him, while Frost goes around his small goblin body and makes cuts that Gideon is feeding
Death
upon.
by 1,000 claw marks.
Gricko, my record is 47 hours, and I'd like to beat that record.
Stop skipping it! Stop skipping it!
It's so hard.
Yes, the cries and the screams make it more beautiful.
Oh, what to do, Torbeck? What to do? Can I see that painting that you got there?
I'm not quite finished yet. Please don't rush the greatest
As you
artist
point
in
your
the
quill at me,
business.
I lunge for your hand, bite it, and then death roll to try to rip the hand off with the quill.
It's clunk. And you just start to twist like Torbeck's alchemic flesh.
Oh,
like my
what a
arm just
scream.
starts twisting.
Excellent work, Grim.
You chomp into his hand, but your teeth immediately meet metal. There are metal rods infused in his bones, at least in his wrist. You're unable to sever the hand.
God, he's weapon.
Can I at least slurp the quill out of his hand?
I will roll a
dex check with my tongue?
dex check versus I guess strength. Or dex, whichever you want to contest with.
Torvik is much better at dex. Just straight dex check?
Athletics, acrobatics.
Okay.
Do I sleight of hand? What am I doing?
Athletics, acrobatics.
Oh.
Torvik got a 21.
Well, I rolled the natural 20.
I'm gonna dread you.
What?
I want the blood art to continue.
Oh, I got a 14.
You, Torbeck holds strong to the quill, and as your gator mouth latches on to his hand, your teeth are pained against the metal that you hadn't expected to be there. As the quill jams into the back of your throat, and you retch a little, and you rear back, not able to procure the quill that you were hoping for.
Is Torbeck bleeding?
Yeah!
Yeah, no, definitely.
I like splatter some of the blood onto the painting.
Oh, shucks, that was horrible. And I move over and I start sucking at Torbeck's bloody wrist.
It's all very strange.
And as
but
you
I'm
do
loving every
this,
minute of it.
you're thinking to yourself, "Oh no, what if I get sick from this? I'm a fire genasi. Am I allowed to what happens if I consume blood? Is blood okay for my body?"
It's the second time I've asked this question. First was that one strange night in Agua.
Have you had enough, Gricko?
I'll be looking in my eyes, I'll be scanning for all the Feywild.
All the life is left Gricko's eyes. All the fight is gone.
$3, I'll give you all the $3 you want. Diamonds, whatever you need.
I just need you to answer me one question. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? I'm gonna get my mage hand out now, and my invisible mage hand appears. Now it's got 30 feet of movement every 6 seconds. If we put all of that movement into rotation and we go, let's say for a minute, that would be, well, 300, 600 rotations per minute. That's almost as fast as a power drill, and it's got 10 pounds of torque. Let's find out what we can do.
It is at this time. It is at this time that you don't notice them doing this, but every single one of the members of the Getaway gang pulls out a dandelion and blows at it. As all of the little tendrils of the dandelion float down around you and begin to coalesce, you immediately start to feel these compulsions fade from you as you breathe in the dandelion fluff. And in minutes, you find yourself still in these same precarious positions. Cremy, you're still crouched on all fours, hissing, with stolen goods adorning your body. Gideon, your mouth is covered in blood as your manacles demagnetize from Gricko. Gricko, you fall to the ground at Torbeck's feet, covered in cuts. Frost, you look down at your friend, realizing what you've done. Torbeck, nothing changes. You continue to draw your stick figures.
Oh my God, Gricko, are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whatever came over me. It was all the Feywild magic. I swear. Are you okay? You had dandelions the whole fucking time?
That was not on God.
They're laughing. Uproarious
Well, at least they're
laughter.
Didn't you see what he did with the mage hand? Why are you laughing?
Hey, you had enough?
It had 600 pounds of torque.
One banana.
I cannot wait to see what Andy's
Two
found.
bananas.
Will steps forward and he says, "So, even after all of that, you're still gonna help us?"
What the fuck am I wearing? Ah!
Oh, yeah. You have my backpack.
I do have your backpack. I mean, I still kind of like to steal now that I think about it.
Can I have my backpack back?
You what?
My backpack back.
Your backpack back.
Yes, I like my backpack back.
It's the backpack back.
Is the
backpack back.
greatest artist in Evantris.
Where's my hat?
Yes, this is Tormek's greatest
on.
masterpiece.
I start digging through all of your stuff, and I find like I had stashed all of my own things in your backpack. So I like take out my like chef's hat, my hat, and I get everything out of it. Here you fucking go. Jeez.
Thank you. I'm very sorry, Greg. I don't know what came over me. I suddenly felt like a madman, a psycho killer.
It's like you were the final boss of Ohio, the man behind the slaughter.
I'm not sure what that means.
Neither do I.
If I could help it, I would have. You know that, right? I was under the influence of that strange mist squatter.
But does that mean he's gonna return?
I don't know.
The line,
I don't know anymore.
I understand if you're mad at me.
I just miss
I'll
when it
make it
was
up to
all cool hats and skateboards.
We'll get you a skateboard. I'll get you a skateboard. I will make it up to you.
So, again I ask, now that you've been through the Getaway gang's trial, you still agree to help us?
It's like we got jumped in, man.
Tormek is done! The greatest piece of art that has ever graced this plane or any! Behold!
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Tormek and his friends!
That's actually very sweet.
Please!
Oh, there's me. Oh,
That is
Please
spectacular
pass this
art.
let's look at it. Let's look at it under the
For
camera.
one night only in Prismere,
That is
the greatest artist, Tormek,
spectacular art.
Wow.
is here!
I look a little bit like I have breasts, but
Those are your arms, Fran. You
no,
always
I
do
see
this.
it. I see it. Yeah.
How dare you?
I feel like this is our Blue Steel moment where he reveals it and we're like, oh gosh, it's beautiful.
Are these fireworks? What the fuck is this?
That's his witchlight canisters.
That's Tormek.
Yeah, that's
This is his whole
So
back.
Tormek is
His
that.
head
Did
goes
you
there.
forget? Tormek can't forget. They're in him forever.
Tomek, you got me so good. I look just like that.
No,
You look
Hey,
You
you.
did such
all-
a good job capturing my essence.
You're all the way down here. See?
Where?
There's your ocarina and your little vest.
I kind of like how tall I am. Look at the frost is a little pipsqueak compared to me.
It's all hat. It's all hat.
Tormek started drawing and
nice.
quickly ran out of space.
No, look at that torso.
Nice.
That's a long torso.
This should be a t-shirt, I agree.
You can't see it, but those are your scales, Mr. Krabby.
Oh, you
Look at
know-
the detail.
Torbeck, you kind of look like that Yeti from that ski game that goggles people up with the little hands.
Oh, you know. What do you all think?
I think it's beautiful. Thank you.
Will calls down, can we hang it in the treehouse?
Tormek would be honored.
Make sure that you sign and date it.
You just have to tell everyone about the greatest artist in all of Evantris. Tormek will sign.
I thought you were gonna sign it me.
Oh,
that would have been very
That's
funny.
very lovely, Tomek.
He knows how to write his name. Look at that.
Well, he's trying.
You got it. You got it. Well done.
Oh, so he still thinks he's the greatest artist in the world.
Yeah.
Nothing's affecting him.
No, that hasn't
That's
changed.
that's just genuine.
That's just
Here
genuine
you
now.
go, Will.
If I could put this on a shirt, I would.
One of the vines comes down from Little Oak, and there is a small dwarf boy hanging from the vine. His beard whiskers are finally starting to come in as he reaches out and grabs the art from Frost and is whipped back up into the
hold
tray.
on. You have to date him.
Okay.
Well, remember when he dated the last one?
That's okay. We can date it on the back.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Just remember that it's the 27th day of the 4th month.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just the equivalent of Wednesday.
Why is there so much blood everywhere?
Because I was slowly bleeding Gricko in a fit of torture.
We're all kind of, developed a taste for blood. I did the whole hissing thing again. I can't believe actual alligators sound like that.
You were very feral, yeah.
Yeah, it really hurts the larynx.
You really wanted blood, but in a very cowardly fashion.
Yeah, I've had blood of, most of us now. We're really like one big family.
Like a secondhand vampire,
Yeah.
I feel like I got chug-jugged by SCP-6765.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I kind of understood that.
I'm gonna pick that up later.
You are all sitting or standing, whatnot, at the base of Little Oak, as once again Will of the Feywild calls out. So, do we have a deal then?
We had a deal before.
Yeah,
we did the thing.
And the deal was that you would agree to it afterwards too, okay? So
we still have a deal.
We'll restate the deal, and then we'll agree to it if we still agree to it.
yeah, I restated the deal beforehand. Do we have a deal or not?
Yeah, we got a deal.
One
Look.
condition!
No conditions.
Did you like Dormac's painting?
Yeah, we already put it up in the treehouse.
Then we have a deal.
It is. I actually put it up on the back of the DM screen.
Yes!
We can put it on the board, too.
No, it's staying.
Okay.
So I am collecting certain things from Witchlight on the back of the DM screen.
that's
There are
cute.
only 2 things here so far.
Yes!
One is Torbeck's drawing, and the other one is what the note Frost slipped me that said, for Gricko, a nice sweater for Hootsie in exchange for all of his D's Nuts jokes.
That's
So
amazing.
that's here. And as things happen, I'm just going to keep collecting them at the back of the DM screen.
love that.
So, no, this is staying. It's going to be right there so I can look at it all the time. And so as you agree, some of the Getaway gang begins to release these vine rope swings, and slowly begin to lower them. You're able to stand atop the wooden platform, hold on to the vines as they use these cranks to wheel the swings up, and you find yourselves in the canopy of Little Oak. Little Oak moves the branches, creating small stairs for you to climb up off of the steps, and straightens out his branches to allow you quick access to make your way down to the platform with the treehouse. And it is here that you find yourself. The floor of the treehouse is covered with blankets, cushions, and piles of straw. Hanging from the 6-foot-high ceiling by a rope is a basket that holds apples, berries, sugar cane, and a few crumpled-up sheets of parchment. In one corner, lying on a cushion, is a rusty oil can that looks out of place. Heaped in another corner is a crude unicorn costume made of polka-dot quilts and a wooden horse's head that has a wooden horn attached to it.
Will, Torbeck has a question.
Yeah?
Has Scabatha ever managed to take back any of the kids you've rescued?
Yeah.
Scabatha.
2 recently were out hunting for food, apples, and gathering mushrooms and different things to put in the basket. And some of her tin soldiers were out on patrol. She's, I think, getting wise to what we've been doing, and the tin soldier patrol has changed a little bit, and they were caught.
Dormac is sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
Pretty nice digs. I see you got a rusty oil can.
That's Squirt.
Very pleasant. Oh, that's Squirt.
Yeah, Squirt doesn't work because he's all out of...
Oh, God, is he dead?
No, he just can't do anything.
Without oil, is he...
We have a small amount of oil. When we're ready to enact the plan, and I have an idea. When we're ready to enact the plan, we'll put the little bit of oil we have left in him, and Squirt will be able to help us. But he's not gonna last long. So we gotta make sure we get enough to fill him up.
You said you have an idea of where this oil is produced and how it's made?
Oh yeah. Oh,
from
yeah.
Lunarch.
No, I know that, but is there a specific spot there? Is there like a factory?
How big is Lunarch? Like, I don't know, 10 by 10?
What? It's huge. You think Little Oak's called Little Oak for a reason. Loom Lurch was gigantic. When that tree fell...
Oh, it's a fallen tree.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, hence the lurching.
And I see you also got some kind of costume over here. Is that just for
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
to take?
Huh?
Does it feel like anybody to put it on? Or?
I mean, I guess you could wear it if you want to. I don't think it'll fit you. It was made for us. But it's the only way we can access the Wayward Pool. You know?
Oh.
You gotta be a unicorn to get into Wayward Pool. And so we made our own unicorn costume. And that allows us to get through the barrier, and then we can collect some of the water. It's the best water in all of Thither. So we make sure that we have some for the kids.
I wouldn't go back to the Wayward Pool for a while unless you want sepsis. Frosty had a bit of a time at the
Did you poop in the Wayward Pool?
Wayward Pool.
I may have gotten some poop in the pool. I didn't. I wasn't actively shitting in the pool.
Wait, so you didn't, you weren't actively, you just put it in there after the fact?
No, we waded through, and there would have been some form of cross. We're getting off topic.
Wait, are you saying you had shit in your pants before you got into the pool?
Hey, watch your language!
Sorry, I think that this situation warrants it.
No, we don't need to speak of it. It's not important.
Frosty probably doesn't remember. His mind wasn't his own, but he just waded, waist deep, drop trow, and just let loose.
So
right in
wait,
the
so
pool.
you're little green, you're big red, are you medium brown?
No, that was a big brown.
I don't think that's
Anyways,
necessary.
I'm gonna start walking to the unicorn and kind of like kick at it and just like act a little nonchalant about it. Like I don't really care about it. Like picking it up, like, I'm bored, inspecting it.
He doesn't seem to stop you.
Well, it's not bad. Nice
It
paint
does
job.
seem like it was made for children. But you imagine though you probably wouldn't be able to get the actual like costume itself on. The cloth unicorn head with the wooden horn, you could get on enough. It would just look very small for your head.
Well, I have the real thing. You know what? I'm not gonna steal from children. All right, it's just nice. It's pleasant.
Thanks. I think so too.
So, does Little Oak? Does he say much?
No, I've never heard Little Oak talk.
Oh,
But Little Oak protects us, keeps us safe, and he listens to me.
so what you're saying is that Little Oak is sentient.
Oh yeah.
So you can you just say something, he'll just do it.
No. Little Oak will do what Little Oak wants, but if he agrees with what I'm saying, then yeah, he'll do it.
Well, so how do you know it's sentient, not just coincidence?
You think that when Little Oak slammed down around you at my orders that was coincidental?
Oh, maybe it's just like some sort of defense mechanism, like a Venus flytrap.
Toss him out of the treehouse, Little Oak. And you immediately feel the treehouse lurch, and you are pitched out. And you will take 2 points of falling damage.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected.
Am I out of the treehouse?
Oh yeah, you're just flung out of the treehouse and you land on the ground.
Damn.
Okay for falling like 45 feet.
Grammy, are you all right?
Just got the wind knocked out of me. I think I'm good.
Your hat's up here.
Oh, yeah, thanks. just toss it down. I'll wait down here.
My hand will deliver to you.
Another one of the swings will come down and the Getaway gang will essentially order you back into the tree.
All right.
What
Alright.
are you supposed to drink when you've donated blood?
Oh, that's right. You probably need meat. The more iron, the better.
Do you have any iron?
Haven't you
I
had
can-
bananas?
Yeah, but it's just potassium.
It's just potassium.
I'll need the rest of me electrolytes.
You need more electrolytes. Do you have any? Well, no, I suppose.
Well,
that-
we got some fresh water this morning.
Do any salt?
Sure.
You put a little salt in your water?
Do you have any meat?
We had some meat.
We'll feed you soon. And he
Like now?
he goes and gets you an acorn filled with some water, and there's a large rock salt that he shaves off a little bit of rock or a little bit of salt into the water and hands it to you. You gulp it down. Yeah, we got that from the Wayward Pool this morning.
Drink up, buddy. Your eyes are starting to look crusty. Pink even.
Wait a minute. This morning?
Yeah.
Salmonella doesn't exist in the field.
I gotta drink a boob juice!
Oh, that happened. That happened before this morning?
Yes,
Oh, no.
suppose all of the...
Thank God the rest of us haven't had any of
I
it.
was just about to say, that's...
I thought that was the brown of the acorn.
Tormek is disgusted!
You shouldn't drink anymore, Brigham. You'll get very, very, very sick.
No, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the pool. Just go along. I need to go to the little goblin's room. Yeah, I pat her off.
Do you have any none once he gets back?
It wasn't from the Wayward Pool. We collect rainwater.
Oh, that's very funny. You were very comical.
Thanks.
Is that short for William? Or Willolomew? Or some sort of, is it just Will?
Just Will.
How did you find yourself in the Feywild?
Oh, that's a long story. We don't have time for it. We should probably talk about what the plan is for how we're gonna rescue the kids.
Well, do you know where they're being kept?
Yeah, I told you in Loomlurch.
No, I mean, I know in Loomlurch, but like, it's a giant.
Yeah, in the
fucking hollow-
workshop.
Workshop.
Okay, the workshop.
Yeah.
Is that near where the oil is produced?
It's gonna be a little bit complicated.
Okay.
So I do have a plan, and I could tell you what the plan is, and then you could tell me if you think it will work.
Plans are good. If you have the ability to draw, I can provide you some parchment, and we could perhaps.
That's okay. I can show you. I have a little bit of magics myself.
Oh my god.
And he uses a minor image to start showing visually some of the things that he's talking about. So first is the approach. Bobby, Sloane, Zenor, and Star, they're all going to creep through the woods to the west of the tree and hide just out of sight of the screaming scarecrows. Oh. Meanwhile, I'm going to sneak around to the entrance to the kitchen on the east side of the tree. While that's happening, there's going to be a distraction. You're all going to go to the goblin market. You're going to pretend like you're travelers, purchase some sweets, arrange for a meeting with the hag. During the meeting, all of the kids will alert the screaming scarecrows, and they're going to lure the 10 soldiers into the garden. Okay? While that's happening, while everyone is distracted, you guys are going to go to the workshop and free the captives.
Yep.
I'm going to climb into the textile mill and free the captives that are there.
Yeah.
Once all the children are set free, everyone will run back to Little Oak.
We're very good at plans like these. I'm sure we'll remember every step and execute this flawlessly.
I
I wasn't distracted at all during your speech at all. No, I have it all right. Steel
Great.
Oh.
Are you back? No, we just hear you downstairs.
Moaning from like down the hall, you know, like clearly in pain.
You're gonna come back.
Art really does imitate life.
Cricket comes back. Someone broke your toilet.
Hope you got a plunger.
I'm holding on!
Thanks for reading my mind. That was very funny.
Oh, I was dying. Do you say goblin market?
Yes, is there a market that goblins run, perhaps?
Yeah.
No, we're
Oh my god.
Couldn't have been anything else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
It's-
that's
I was
what
gonna
mean.
buy
It's-
two.
It's a candy market.
And the goblins sell candy.
Yeah.
That's just candy.
Yeah, it's a way to lure children to Loom Lurch.
Oh, what do they use for legal tender?
Anything they feel like.
Classic.
Torbeck wants candy.
You can get tons of candy there. It's so good. It's scary good.
Wait. Does the candy affect you in any way, or cause like hallucinations or a poison, or you've had the candy?
Some of it.
And were you swayed by magic when you ate it?
I'm still alive.
Well, they keep saying they're not affected by that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's probably magical nightmare candy.
You don't know.
Oh,
It probably is.
No.
No, I
It's
mean, maybe
goblin
not.
No offense.
Probably is.
Torbeck's
No
like
offense.
Torbeck is like 6 times the size of Will. Surely Torbeck can resist.
Well, you know, in the Feywild, I think drugs is drugs, so bad.
I think it's done. Oh no.
That's so stupid.
Oh
Just look around for some literature. We're fine down here. Just do you want me to bring up a book or something?
Wait a minute, Mr. Krabby. Will said that it was just normal water. What are the chances that Greco ate something bad?
Just a minute. I'll help him out. I go upstairs and I slide a Sears catalog underneath the door. Enjoy.
The real magic trick is how you slid an entire Sears catalog under the door.
I'm picturing like a
It's like a
half
fucking
door.
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Oh, you just like
Like a
pass it
stall.
over the.
Washing machines 4%. Ah!
That was really good. Oh, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can read all the instructions for their heat pump water heaters.
I'm just kidding, right?
I come back. He's gonna be all right.
All right. Your plan sounds fine. I mean, we have a goblin. Can we use that to our advantage at all?
I mean, I feel like if it were any other goblin,
Yeah. You're right.
that one thinks that. You can hear it.
Torbeck's kind of like a hairy goblin.
Yeah, he's a goblinoid. We got 2 goblinoids. Both of them speak goblin. That.
Well, I mean, you're not kids, right? So
Yeah.
if you can find a way to convince the goblins to get you an audience with Granny Nightshade, then I mean you're set. You really don't need to do much more. The goblins are just there to sell candy and to potentially set up a meeting with her.
And to kidnap children.
What if
yeah.
What if our idea earlier wasn't such a bad idea after all? We don't need to capture you and take you and risk your life, but perhaps we could just say that we have information regarding your whereabouts. We don't have to say anything at all, but we probably would get an invitation or access that way.
Maybe do you have like some kind of article of clothing you're known for?
My dagger. I could give you my dagger.
Oh, is it one of a kind?
I mean, it's the one I use.
Well, I mean, what if she accuses us? Oh, you just, made a dagger, just a regular old dagger. Anybody could have made that.
Yeah,
We would
maybe
need some form of evidence. Something like perhaps that costume or...
We can't give you the costume. How else are we going to get into the Wayward Pond?
You want to save these kids or not? Well, give us the unicorn costume.
Well, I gotta be able to give them. I have to be able to feed them and water them.
You can get rainwater. Would that be
Thank
satisfying? You don't, you
Wait,
don't want the water in the pool,
the
all right?
The water in the pool does more than just quench your thirst.
Not anymore.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so thirsty.
Here from upstairs. Cut it out of me! Cut it out of me!
Yes, it
It's happening. It's finally happening.
it would be a risk.
This is the big one! God.
Look, all right, okay. We make a distraction in the goblin market. Okay, then what?
No, that you don't make a distraction in the goblin market. We make the distraction. Do I need to go over the plan again?
The distraction is what allows us to get to the market.
You were paying attention?
No,
Yes.
Sly and Wilbo go to the west side. You go to the north side.
I'm gonna tell you the plan again.
All right.
First, there's the approach. Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and Star.
Xehanort?
Xehanort. Oh, geez.
Oh, shit.
Is he a
What?
Oh, never mind.
Bobby, and he points, and you see the male dwarf that had helped you with his beard finally starting to come in. Is sitting off in the corner, whittling some wood, creating a little figurine. Then he points to Sloan, who's the female, the ginger-haired wood elf that had provided you with your morning mist. And then Zenor, he points to what is very clearly a female orc child. And she has her feet kicked up, and she's just looking at you, scowling. And then finally points to Star, who you hadn't noticed before, but peeking out from beneath one of the many pillows that adorns the floor of this place is a small displacer beast kitten.
Whoa.
So, as I said, Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and Star are going to creep through the woods to the west of the tree and hide just out of sight of the screaming scarecrows. Meanwhile, I'm going to sneak around to the entrance to the kitchen on the east side of the tree.
All right.
Next is the distraction. You are all going to go to the goblin market, posing as travelers, purchase some sweets, and arrange for a meeting with a hag. During the meeting, we're going to alert the screaming scarecrows and thereby lure all of the tin soldiers into the garden and away from you guys.
She got tin soldiers?
I already told you the tin soldiers are her guards.
Oh, sorry. I've been a little distracted with all this shit.
How hard can they be?
I'm sorry.
They can't be very good guards if they're made of tin. It's tin. They fall apart.
We just descend upon them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're gonna be in for a hell of a surprise. Okay.
So
anyway,
they'll be gone.
yeah. So the tin soldiers are gonna make their way over to the garden where the screaming scarecrows have been alerted. At that point, everyone's gonna be distracted. Granny Nightshade is definitely going to be distracted and is going to want to know what's going on. During that time, you will, because you'll be inside waiting for the meeting's going to be delayed because of the distraction, so you can sneak into the workshop and free all of the captive kids there. While you're doing that and the rest of the Getaway gang is fulfilling the distraction, I am going to sneak into the textile mill and I'm going to free the children captives there. Once all the kids are set free, everyone's gonna run back to Little Oak, and we're done.
Oh, and then
Easy
maybe
peasy.
while she's distracted, we steal the painting too, and make good if we can find it.
Tormek, thanks. This is one of those rare occurrences where we make sure the kids get out okay, and then we deal with the hag.
Oh, well, I mean, that's one idea. Oh, we could all get out okay.
We can't just leave her to keep doing this to the kids.
She's already been recapturing them, man.
I know Gideon will agree with Tormek.
We've also committed to dealing with her in other ways. I think I agree with Torbeck. Once the kids are free, then we may need to take action.
You're talking about violence.
Well, hell yeah.
Against someone who is spreading violence.
Yeah, but we have no fucking idea what she's capable of.
It was about time he started talking about violence. I thought I was going to start calling him kitty softballs.
Will, are you familiar with Skabatha's abilities, with her magics? Do you have any way that we could perhaps prepare for what she might throw at us if we came to blows?
There's no way to prepare for Granny Nightshade's malevolence.
That's what I'm saying. Look, if we get the kids out, all we need is the fucking trinket, whatever it ends up being. I'm sure we'll find it, or it'll speak to us like the last one did. And we need the painting. We'll free the kids. Done. In and out. And then we don't have to risk anybody's lives. She'll just be like, oh, foiled again. But after that, y'all can't stay here. She'll, I'm sure, look for revenge. So we got to be ready to go to Yarn before we
And
fucking...
that's why we have to make sure that in all of that, in all of that, we find some time to fill up Squirt.
All right.
Because Squirt is our only way out of here.
Frost, I hope you take a note.
Speaking of that, I step into the room looking like an empty Capri Sun.
There we go.
Does anybody smell a fire burning?
You've lost a lot of blood and other fluids.
Before I got in there, one of these Getaway gang kids shit everywhere.
Gringo, watch your language.
You might want to clean that up.
Is that why you were yelling so much? It was a frightening scene.
It was like that restroom at the Dairy Queen on the way to Gen Con.
Oh, I think that story's too gross for the stream.
Oh God.
Use your imagination.
The only word in the Goblin dictionary I can use to describe that is explosion.
All the kids just learned a new word.
That's really bad, Gringo.
Well, you missed the whole plan, but I guess you would have missed it either way. So,
Okay.
I'll describe it to you, but I'm gonna need some like heisty jazz music with one of those like bongos to play, and we can montage it. It'll be very cool.
oh. Anybody got bongos?
No.
Do you have bongos?
No, we have a kid named Bongo.
Where is he? Show him.
A small halfling boy accompanied by a very tall blue elf, a girl, walk into the treehouse
Deep fucking cut.
and
Holy shit.
they look at you and just wait. The blue elf girl says absolutely nothing.
Jesus.
And Bongo waits for.
Bongo,
Yeah.
blue elf girl. Pleasure to meet you.
They
I
nod.
just wanted to make sure you existed. You can go.
They look confused.
You're
They look
released.
back and forth between each other, and then they leave and continue to find the tree.
Well, we also needed a breathy flute. I don't know if they have. I doubt they have one of those lying around.
Do you have a breathy flute?
No.
You don't have anyone named breathy flute?
Well, we have someone named Flute who speaks breathily.
That's close enough.
I guess you could.
I can do it. I just gotta like blow it really high.
No, we can bring out
hold on.
flutes.
I'll like waddle back to the bathroom.
Well, instead of, if she doesn't actually have an instrument, she could just do it like scat style. Oh, is it too soon?
An outline cloud of where Mirko was.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, I like the plan. I think whatever we do, what you're saying is that if we can fill up Squirt, all of us can get
Kelsey is somewhere, she has no idea why, and she's in tears. Just absolutely in tears. And she doesn't know why.
So all we need is have him filled up, and we're all getting a yawn. All of us.
Yeah, all of us. And
I like
so
this plan.
I think
Getaway tree.
a getaway tree with a getaway gang, and you're now honorary members,
No, thank you.
Oh,
even though you're very old.
yeah.
Where's the ghoul?
Oh,
Your bones are creaking.
I mean, this allegedly works. Is that any?
Anyway,
Okay.
I think that we should plan to leave at first light. Spend the night here. You're welcome to stay in the Getaway Gang treehouse of terror. It's not sounds scarier than it is. We just like to tell stories at night. Stay here with us. We'll have a nice dinner. In the morning, we'll fill up Squirt, and we'll head out. And we'll head out.
Squirt.
We'll head out to Loomlurch right as the goblin markets open, and hopefully, if you're the first ones there, you'll be able to get a very quick meeting with Granny Nightshade. How does that sound?
I think it sounds fine. I think you should call it the candy market moving forward. Just is more appropriate. It just seems like a place where they sell candy.
Yeah, nothing that's happening.
I'll shuffle back in. Even more of an empty Capri Sun.
Grigo, you've lost a lot of fluids today. Are you all right?
Will was one of the Getaway gang named Mop.
No.
Oh gosh, we have a problem.
Zooms in on a hyper-realistic, like dried-out SpongeBob Draco.
This is a nightmare.
It's horrible.
It's an abject nightmare.
That was very funny.
Well, I think we have a plan. You've clearly put a lot of thought into this, and without any knowledge of the place we're going or what challenges or risks we're taking on, it seems reasonable on face value.
Yeah. And it's been a long day, so I could use a rest.
Yeah.
Well, we've earned your trust, I hope.
I hope you don't let me down.
Something that goes both ways. Are you hiding anything from us?
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, can you tell us what you're hiding?
No.
But tell us.
No, why?
So that we are not... We're putting our lives at risk.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, which one of your gang has irritable bowel syndrome?
I think his name is Greco.
Which one is it that isn't me?
Don't hide stuff from us if we're going to be putting each other's lives in each other's hands.
It doesn't affect any of this.
We need to know.
No, you don't. Do I need to know all of your deep, dark secrets?
That's a good point.
Definitely
Let's just
things
not
that
push
you
it.
haven't told me. I'm not prying.
Well, he gave us a bunch of drugs, and he committed all his torture crimes.
I did
Yeah,
commit.
but the rest of you didn't.
I got drained of half my blood and then the rest of me.
No, nothing's making you shit. You're doing it on your own. It was just rainwater.
I'm allergic to that.
Oh, yes, he's allergic. He's had a terrible rainwater allergy his whole life.
Allergy. Allergy.
If it's not swamp water, it destroys my tummy.
Okay, anyway. The time will come for that information, but the time isn't now. It doesn't affect what we're doing.
As long as we're not taking on additional risk of something that we don't know, it's fine. I'm not trying to pry. I just want to make sure that we're looking around.
All I
every
will
corner.
say is don't try and remove any curses. Not on me or on anybody else.
Oh,
All right?
roger that.
As long as you don't do that, nothing has to change.
Glad you let me know.
It's a pretty ominous thing to say.
It really is.
Seems like an important piece of information we should know before we go into a cursed place
Does
with a
that
bunch of
mean you're
breakable
like
curses.
actively cursed? I mean, if you don't want to talk about
From
it.
a certain point of view. But personally, I think the outcome was much better.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Does that mean that you're actually like hundreds of years old, cursed to being a child forever?
from a certain point of view.
Ah, yes. So there's two things. There's a couple things that we need.
Can you put your pants back on?
You're not wearing Greco, they're children, man.
He's got like those heart boxes.
The flaps open in the back.
Okay.
The flap is blown out of the back.
Okay. Number one, we need some bedding and a good meal before we go off to a venture. Number two,
I don't think it would be a good idea for you to eat.
Hey, he's gone.
You know,
You're fucking
Torbeck didn't want to say anything, but Torbeck is seriously concerned with the number of bananas that Gricko keeps eating. This might have a serious impact on his gut biome.
It's probable that the amount of fiber would be affecting him, yes. That seems very logical.
Torbeck saw him eat like 50 bananas today!
And isn't each one like the equivalent of all the food for one day?
Torbeck's just saying!
Oh man, he's probably been backed up for months.
And it is with that Will and the rest of the Getaway gang make you a delicious meal. You have beds set up for you. They create hammocks that are large enough to fit your forms, and you all find places within the Getaway gang's treehouse hideout to enjoy a meal and to sleep. You get to know the Getaway gang. They tell you the stories of where they come from and the families they hope to go back to, and that they hope that returning to the material plane, they don't seem to understand how time passes. They are convinced that, some of them have only been here months or a few years, and they're convinced that their family's still out there looking for them. And they all have a sense of hope. And though at first they are a little hesitant around the adults that are here in their hideaway, they warm up to you, and they are excited for the plan and for the prospects that this brings to them, and for the chance to finally leave thither. And it is with a night filled with storytelling and laughter and jokes and a little bit more drinking of the morning mist that, on the kids' parts that is, that you all eventually find yourselves lulling into a deep sleep. Your night is dreamless and restful as you all awake in the morning. You awake fully rested to the sounds of the Getaway gang preparing for the day's task ahead. They already have satchels of food and water should anybody get split up, and additional time needs to be taken to get back to Little Oak. Everyone has been briefed on the day's plans, and unless there's anything else you would like to do in the morning, outside of a quick meal, the Getaway gang seems to be ready to depart.
I'll look at Hootsie, I'll say, okay, after what happened with, hopefully you don't remember the whole Jabberwock thing, you stay here with Little Oak, here's some new flies for your fly pad, and make sure you build a structure before nightfall, or else the spiders are going to come out and get them. Good. You stay here. We're going to be just fine. Don't worry about it.
And Juniper's gonna stay with Hootsie.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically best friends.
Not all of the kids in the Getaway gang are coming with. There's obviously a good portion of them that are not tasked with this mission, and they have become fast friends with Hootsie and Juniper, who've also seemed to have taken a liking to Star, the small displacer beast kitten, who, when you wake up, is jumping about on Hootsie's tummy.
Look at you!
Continually rolling a ball down to her beak as Hootsie knocks it up into the air, and Star uses her additional, her little tentacle things to grab it and once again roll it back down as they play this game together. Very quick friends.
How did I not notice you yesterday? How did I miss that? Oh, you're so cute.
She prances over to you and nuzzles into you, smelling Hootsie on your clothing and in your hair, and realizing that you are akin to Hootsie.
Here, share your fly pad with Star. Look at you can play together. They added multiplayer, I think.
It is with this that Will alters the plan and chooses to allow Star to stay behind. Instead choosing Bongo and the unnamed blue elf girl to take Star's place in this adventure. Flute.
Well, I suppose we're ready. Our first step is to fill the strange creature of Squirt with the remaining oil.
I'm good.
Yeah,
False
we
alarm.
really should do that. We will handle that when we get to Loomlurch, because we're going to split off, and Squirt's going to stay with us.
Okay.
Squirt doesn't know you, and so if he comes to while he's in your possession, that will freak him out.
All right, so all we have to do is just appear like normal travelers looking for candy at the market.
That's right.
Roll right up and act like nothing's the problem. We got 2 goblinoids to handle the goblins.
They're talking about candy.
And then
You can
you're
tell.
on your own. And then we got Sylvester, Bongo and Kazooie, and Ruby
Yes.
What?
on the west
There's
side.
Bobby,
Bongo and
Sloan, Zenor, Bongo, and Flute.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Close enough.
Bongo is short for Bongolomew. I learned that last night while we were telling stories and joking.
That's good now.
It's a beautiful name.
Bongolomew.
Oh, I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's proceed.
And it is
Let us
after
proceed.
it is after a very quick it is after a very nice breakfast that with full bellies, fully rested bodies, and the companionship of new friends that you make your way into the forests of Thither, deep within the tree line as you approach what you know to be the very center of Thither itself. And it takes a while to get there, a few hours travel, but the Getaway gang, they know this place like the back of their hand, and you're able to find it as quickly as it is possible to find. The forest is at its darkest here. Up ahead, a colossal dead oak lies on its side. 3 living trees grow naturally out of its fallen remains. Their shapes resemble towers with candlelit windows twinkling in the gloom and wooden balconies encircling gnarled branches. On one side of the fallen tree, firelight spills from a pair of quaint storefront windows, illuminating a clearing filled with merchant stalls. That's where you're gonna go. We're gonna head around to this area. You're gonna go to those merchant stalls. That's the goblin market. Good luck, new friends. And we'll see you when it's all over. And he rushes over to each of you and he clasps your hands. And then as he's turning to leave, he rushes back and he rips off a piece of his shirt and he hands it to you. If you need proof, I got away.
All right, kid. All right.
Skibbity on God.
For real, no cap. And he darts into the tree line.
Bussin'.
Well, he turned out to be pretty cool.
I mean, he did. He and all his friends did laugh as I was horribly tortured and slowly bled and drained of all of my fluids.
I am sorry about that. Are you feeling better now?
I feel like we'll have to resolve that another time. There's just no time. There's candy to buy. Sell. I'd completely missed the plan, so...
Oh, we're purchasing candy.
We're gonna improvise.
No, there's a very specific plan that has to happen.
Great, I'll do great winging it. Let's go, lads.
Oh, wait! We all rush after Rico.
3 stalls selling candy are situated in this clearing, lit by windows carved into the giant fallen tree to one side of it. 2 goblins are working in each stall, and the whole enterprise is watched closely by a goblin with a toffee apple head who appears to be muttering quietly to himself. As you walk up, he seems to notice you as he puts his hand up almost as if to quiet you, to hush you. And he taps on the side of his candy apple head, and you hear him say, "I don't have time to listen to you right now, you stupid thing. Damn maggot! Get out of there! Get out of there!" And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, he's got a brain worm.
That's disturbing. Wow.
Or at least he thinks he does.